what would it look like if I didn't necessarily take things as seriously as I think the world has told me it to be. And so, I think a lot of times people like, oh, you have to treat social media a certain way. You have to treat this a certain way. You have to treat Instagram or TikTok. I'm like, why can't I just kind of just be me? And so what I mean by that is I think humans are so much more multidimensional than we make them out to be. I think everybody's trying to put everybody else in a box, or you're just you grow up and everybody's like, what do you want to be? And it's what do you mean, what do I want to be? I'm 16. I don't even know how life works, right? And so that expectation of having to have everything figured out has always plagued me, because it always made me think I have to do one thing. I have to fit my ideas and who I am into one thing. And I think the world is moving way too fast for that nowadays. It is actually insane the amount of information and ideas and new technology that is actually coming to life right now. And it's actually really weird, the fact that we're applying old school information and technology and knowledge to the past, how things worked 20, 30, 40 years ago, even 10 years ago. It's a little overwhelming. And so what I'm realizing is the tools, I've buried my being and my value in things. As I was growing up, I was like, oh, the world's telling me I need this, or I have to be that, or, and so I've always gone into trying to find the next thing that's going to bring me value, right? As human beings, you're trying to find the meaning of life. And the hard part with that is things change. Technology moves on. And if you've defined your value in something, then you're always chasing that next thing. And so I was just why am I playing this game? Why am I playing this game where I have to be one thing? And so that's changed my mind to go, hey, why don't I just try everything and document what that process and what that path looks like? And I'm not going to create for the algorithm. I'm not going to create for what YouTube or Instagram or whatever wants me to create. Yes, sure, I'll get sucked into a trend here and there, but I need to ground myself in things that I love. Trends that are not trends because they're popular by the world, but because I'm naturally excited about those things and I want to share them with the world in some way, but also potentially with, people I've never met, because I think the world is full of amazing people, and I want to show that. I get to meet with and work with really fantastic people almost daily. And it's how do more people not know about what it is you're doing? Well, it's because their heads are down and they're in the task. And so for them to start a channel or do something, it's very difficult. And so I hope in a way this channel can shed some light onto the people doing amazing things in the world that you otherwise wouldn't come in contact with. And I'm not just talking about an individual person. I'm talking about companies who are really creating beautiful things and amazing working things that otherwise nobody would know about. And so in some way, I'm using this opportunity to not only discover and document what the process would be, to experiment a little bit, maybe not do what the world might want me to do, and just kind of see where that takes me. And I'm just trying to discover what I truly want to do in life. And I think part of that is just, part of that, is just being where my feet are. And I'm 26. I need to figure, I can't rush through life, right? I think a lot of people, you look at people oh, I just can't wait till I have money, or I can't wait till I have a house, or I can't wait till I have this. If money was really money and it mattered, we could Bill Gates and all these people who are older than I am would give me all of their money if I traded places with them. And that's just such a wild thought to think about. If money is the only thing that matters, well, then trade places with these people. But no, they don't have time. We have time. And but we're not guaranteed that time. And so that's kind of where it shakes me, is I need to live a life in which I am trying to search for things that have meaning and matter in my life. But in doing so, I want to shed a little bit of light of the people I've found who also have some amazing answers. And so this content that you're going to see, you want to call it content, is just me discovering things. And if I discover it, then I think the world would be curious to see from other people's perspectives. And so this goes way deeper than just, you could call me, oh, you're just a videographer. That's what I was. I was one thing, but I'm also a brother. I'm also a business partner. I'm also like, we're all elaborate people, and so I'm not just going to show you one side of myself. I'm not just going to hold off one side and like just show you another, because I think in that process you meet the people who also think similar to you and who are also trying to do those similar things in life. And I also look to be challenged, like, hey, have you tried this differently? I don't look to be like, hey, I have all the answers. I'm just kind of just stumbling through life and just want to document that process. So I probably should have started this years ago, but I was too shy to, I was too scared to. And I'm realizing that more and more people like you and I who are doing the normal day-to-day things, we should also be creating. We should be talking. And even in the smallest things, I think there's a lot of good in the world, and I think the only thing being shown is just the bad. Why? Because it's easy, and naturally as humans we gravitate towards bad things because that's just our fight or flight mechanism. So I'm just kind of sick of it and want to see a little bit of good. So this is my rant, and yeah, let's get started.